No matter how much I watch, I don't think I'll ever be fully ready to, well, witness all of the suffering that Chisei has had to endure throughout the series. And I'm not gonna lie, the fact that this is the last episode, and I don't believe there has been news of a second season, I may have to go ahead and read the manga, because if there's more of this, I need to see it. But ultimately, we're not quite done, are we? We still have to chase after Cartophilius or Joseph or whatever he wants to go by, and potentially not completely destroy Chisei's body in the process. Hopefully I'm not asking for too much. Let's go. New visuals. Did Silky ever have that tiny little bell? I wouldn't be surprised if she had. Then how many rings, necklaces, and other valuables have been given to Chisei that she just breaks? And despite it kind of alluding to it, we never truly got to see Elias go wild. I just hope that Chisei comes out of this with 2 emerald eyes. Yeah, I suppose it would be kind of something to live with. no no pity, no understanding, just stop being a bitch. But yeah, we have seen somewhat of a persecution complex. Everyone has to suffer through something. There are varying degrees of it, sure. Yep. 2 people who have suffered but go about dealing with that in very different ways. One that tries to help people around them, even if it destroys themselves. Well, even if they kind of want to destroy themselves. And the other. Yeah, Ash and I. You're always on the upper levels of the creep factor, but in what way are you working with Cartophilius? Are you really that bored? Ew. Granted, it wasn't an ability I thought he would possess. Centipede Flood. Are you going to... how the neighbours themselves, and maybe even the Queen and King of the Forest, don't quite agree with what's transpiring here. I wonder if the fact that he has part of Chisei in him in the minute is going to become a factor. Hmm. That's cool. I guess Ash and I wasn't all of that cut out to be all that, was he? Now beat the crap out of him. Yep. Because she's not dragging other people into her issues. So one way to make sure they don't move. You can't escape if you can't pull away. Too late for that. Even after everything, she can't just be a bit brutal about it. She has got a gaping wound through her chest. If the sleep magic doesn't work, her lullabies will. I'm glad I actually knew what the words would be before she sung it, thanks to the English translation. But it means my lessons in Japanese are actually progressing. So she has a way with singing magic quite like Lyndon does. And the fact that now that it's not kind of that whisper trying to get something out, but now proper singing. The voice is quite nice. To think it would end like that. She does have his eye, so hopefully it will actually work. The whole not being so easy to die. They brought Stella along. Well, no acknowledgement for those guys who just made it. They even know where Stella lives. Okay. Well, her body is used to being torn apart and brought back together, so. Time to go back. It is good that, so, you know, you can't die, but one day. Good. Good. Run. Yeah, they both did something very rash. Doesn't matter. Silky's what matters here. Especially after seeing how she was after she lost the previous family. Laying down those ground rules, probably a good idea, Elias. She has quite a lot of freedom for someone that was bought as a slave. What about the college? Mm-hmm. Don't leave it open-ended like that. You might want to put up a handrail if you're going to be going up and down that often enough. Does he still only have the one eye? And is Ashnai just once again finding something to do, or is he attached himself to Cataphilius now that he got sliced? God, seeing that pattern of the material on the chairs. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. It was on the buses, the same material. So she can take it easy a bit. And does her child still hold some hatred towards her for beating her with, making the flowers? A knowing smile. Okay. Mysterious present. Fair enough. Surprisingly courteous thinking for a child of that age. Careful, it's fragile. I find it very difficult to act genuinely appreciative from receiving a gift. It always comes off as feigned. Is that a veil? I like it. That's what you. Well, I guess he probably might not fully understand it. Hmm. You could say that. And he has his little tells, doesn't he? Oh yeah. Have we seen his hands before? I didn't think you have to be explained to this detail. He he's still got a long journey on his learning emotions, those kind of lessons, doesn't he? It is exceedingly nice that she is allowing herself to wish for something more compared to where we first saw her. That's I guess you can use that as a vowel. I like the kind of remix of the tune. I I like how her arm is no longer in dragon form, but I'm not sure how. Was that an animation error or my eye stopped working? But I don't like how her arm is perpetually frostbitten. Mm, not only did we all get exactly what we wished for there, well, and being promised the from what was the title all along, but we got those big emerald jewels of her eyes back. And for better or for worse, she can't leave anyone alone, and so what is her plan? Trying to help Joseph in the future? Sometimes it does just take someone to extend a hand, and it can change your life drastically. And that was the kind of difference between them, wasn't it? You might want to have some more, structured lessons in place, though. And as grateful as I am to get to the end of that story, what am I going to do with my life now? And while we didn't get the full Elias going on that journey of understanding and learning, it did give a few hints as though he's on that journey. He's on the right track. So there should be many fun adventures in the future. Maybe not in an animated form. But if you enjoyed, please let me know down below. Most importantly, leave a comment if you agree with me that her eyes definitely work better in a pair. And with that said, well, you may want to head on over to Discord. There might be a poll running. Get your vote in now, because, well, time's limited. Most importantly, it's been a fun journey. Thank you for sticking along. But for the meantime, you may need to get yourself some rest. You can take some extra time if you want. But I'll see you in the next one. I want to thank my patrons for sticking around for as long as they have, because, well, let's be honest, you are the everlasting vows that is the union between myself and my channel, so there's not much more I can do or say, apart from showing my appreciation to Florida Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Denim at 1997, Lewis Almanza, Aisha M, Denny Tree, ASD, Shiwan, and everyone else. So, thank you.